2020 has been a stressful year, and one of the most common stress-related conditions that we see in this office and also in the world are migraines. So today I wanted to go over three things that can help you understand your migraines better and then potentially help mitigate the symptoms that are associated with most people's migraines. The first thing that you need to do is you need to understand your triggers. Now I put together a full list, a comprehensive list of triggers in a little ebook I put on the website, and I'll put a link to that below a little bit. But you have to understand your triggers. Some of the most common triggers are things that we find in our food. So if MSG is one of the most common triggers we find in our food, and it's in a lot of prepackaged foods. So you want to make sure that you're reading the labels and trying to avoid that MSG if you find that that can be a trigger for you. Another common trigger we find in our food are things like nitrites and nitrates. So a lot of processed meats, which we should be avoiding anyways, and sadly red wine are one of the more common triggers we see for migraines. Now for some people the trigger may be something that you can't control, things like changes in the weather, but if that's the case then at least we understand it better and we can have a better conversation about what to do next. So the second thing that we really want to do is focus on our vitamins and minerals, specifically magnesium and vitamin D. So magnesium is a mineral that is really important for just about every single thing that happens in our entire body. So it's important to have good magnesium levels, but especially if you experience migraines. So you really want to focus on your diet with green leafy vegetables are big ones for magnesium. You can add some fatty fishes like halibut or mackerel, or you can even add in a couple of specific nuts like almonds and cashews have been found to have good magnesium levels. And if none of those really float your boat, then you can always look into supplementation, which is also something that maybe we may want to look at with our vitamin D levels, because the best way to get vitamin D is to get out in the sun. But if you're in the northeast part of the country like we are here and it's almost New Year's, it's cold. So a lot of people don't want to go outside. So you may want to look at a high quality supplement for vitamin D as well as magnesium. And as always, when you're supplementing, you want to make sure that it is as high quality of a supplement as possible. Okay? And then the third thing that we can start to do to potentially mitigate the symptoms of your migraines today are look into some more holistic remedies. Things like essential oils have been shown to really help, specifically lavender and peppermint. So you can put them in a diffuser, or you can just rub a little bit on your wrists to get that going, and that's shown to really reduce a lot of the symptoms of a migraine. Another big one is ginger root. So it's really common with things like nausea and vomiting if that's associated with your migraines. But also there was a study that showed that ginger root supplementation was actually just as effective as a lot of the common migraine medications, and then you're not going to have any of the potential negative side effects that comes with medications as you would with ginger root. So you need to get that in a tea or again in another form of a supplement. So those are three things that you can start doing and looking at today to start understanding your migraines a little bit better, and they're potentially helping deal with a lot of the symptoms that are associated with them. So I hope you found this useful. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to use me as a resource and ask any questions you may have. And if you know anyone that suffers from migraines, always feel free to share this. Let them know that you care and help them out in any way that you can. All right? Take care, guys.